How's it going, bros? Yes, I bet we all know him. Most known gamer on YouTube. Same as other gamers. Everyone dreams of becoming popular, only because of playing video games that you love. I'm a gamer, or just James. Currently I live in the USA. Currently I live alone. Since I'm 19 years old, and so on, I got tired of being a small child by living with my parents. Anyways, and it's quite fun living alone. I'm always able to do what I want. Same as I bet it is obvious that I have no girlfriend. All I have is only a few friends in my neighborhood, but they are quite nice and friendly. Sadly, but I started to care less about my friends. All I wanted to do is be someone, not just a simple fanboy who keeps watching other gamers playing. All I would need is popularity and a beautiful girlfriend. Same as I believe that gamer life shall save me from being a piece of shit. Since when you are a cool gamer, you get everything with time. And so on, it took a lot of time to get money for a good microphone and mouse, since a good gamer needs all professional gaming stuff. Even though it took me only a few months to collect money, but I knew I was ready to show myself off. I was ready, but I wasn't able to decide which game I should play. Yes, there are many amazing horror games that famous gamers are playing, but I was thinking about choosing a game that always made me creep out, the game that is a quite popular one for sure. It might help me interest other YouTubers. It is Amnesia, The Dark Descent. A quite popular game with creepy jump scares, am I right? I went to Google Chrome just to search up for Amnesia game, since I had no money to buy the legal version. So I felt like downloading it from internet sites, even if the game is going to glitch. Sometimes I get lucky. So I downloaded the game without viruses. Since I was getting tired of searching up the game, all I can say is every game download file was just another shitty virus that wasn't opening at all. I really felt like giving up with the game, but then I saw another file called Amnesia.EXE. I totally knew that exe thing is totally not going to work, and all I get is a couple of computer damaging viruses. But I was curious about the game, so I downloaded it. It took me a few moments and it downloaded. I started installing it. It worked! Oh my god, it actually worked! It felt like I'm going to die because of happiness. I am finally ready for my new gamer life. I instantly clicked the game icon. The game was loading for a long time. I was getting sleepy a lot, so I believed the game is going to work the next morning. So I went down to the kitchen to have some snack stuff. I grabbed some sandwiches and a tin of Coca-Cola. Then I sat on the couch and turned on the TV. I felt like having some rest for today, every day. I was getting tired because of my computer, or more likely, on Life for Life, or how bullies used to call me time ago. I started to talk to myself for a long time, and for the moment, I stopped and fell into a deep sleep. Next morning I woke up with my sandwich in my mouth, same as my whole body hurted because of sleeping on the couch. I took a step into my room to see if the game loaded, but the screen was all black. I started to click the on button to turn on the computer on again, but it wasn't turning on at all. I got really pissed off, seriously. Why weird things always happen to me? I decided not to stress, since everything's fixable these days. And that's the first reason why right now, I took my laptop to show it to my friend, since he was an expert at computer installing and other glitching problems. I went up through few streets, it took only a few minutes, and I was already at my friend's yard. I knocked on the window, since he usually ignores door knocking. He believes that only people who knock on his door are annoying, reclaiming shitty, expensive stuff like agents. Only his true friends, same as his family members, knocks on his room window. My friend slowly opened the door. He smiled widely at me. "Oh hey bro." Before I told my computer problem, he started to interrupt my talk. "Yeah dude, I know. I'll fix your computer, and by the way, tonight, I'm having a party at my house." "How did you know that?" I was surprised how you guessed my visit reason. "Psh, you're always having computer problems, all the time. Same as you have computer right in your hand, silly, bro." He chuckled and took my computer. "Oh yeah, right. And sure, why not? Let me guess, the party starts at midnight, right?" "Yep, like always. See you tonight, bro." "Yeah, bye, bro." He slammed the door right in front of my face, and of course, it was totally normal to me anyways. I got back into my house. I was still sleepy, so I took a little nap before going to the party. I opened my eyes. Everything was dark. I realized it was really late. I took a look at my clock. It was almost midnight. I instantly got up and left my house to my friend's party. The door was open, so I took a step in. My eyes hurted after seeing so many party lights. Everyone was here, but of course, not our parents. Everyone happily greeted me joyfully. I was really happy. We had some energy drinks, same as some junk food, but it was really late, so I felt like sleeping. But on my friend's living room couch, before I took my daily nap, my friend who promised to repair my computer told me that he fixed everything, same as he begged me not to let him to play the Amnesia game with everyone. I nodded and closed my eyes. I woke up in a room, red endless room. I stand up, but by walking through endless road, I wasn't even sure where I am. Every step was hurting my whole body. I was already able to hear a soft giggle from the distance, same as a black tall shadow. It was getting bigger. I was able to see the human body-shaped shadow. I started to run to it. I was hoping to ask the thing for help, since there was no one left in my unknown area. But suddenly, I stopped. I can't even move. My body just freezed. The shadow was getting closer to me. My fear was getting bigger. I started to panic and I closed my eyes. I saw the light in my friend's room. I realized it was just a dream. Yes, just a dream. I scratched my head and stand up. I started walking through all the rooms. Everyone was gone? Is the party over? But there is one more room. It was in the end of the hallway. I took a few more steps. It was getting darker and darker. The door had a small light coming out of the room, and I slowly opened it. Red. Everything was just red. In the middle of red colors, there was my friend. Yes, the one who promised to fix my computer. He was shaking and crying. He had a pocket knife in his hands. He cried louder every single step I made by getting closer to him. I fell on my knees and hugged him. All he said, I'm sorry. It made me do all this. He started pointing his finger at my computer screen. I stand up. I opened my eyes wider. It wasn't just red room. It was a horrible smell of blood and screaming death. All my other friends were dead. Their necks were cut. It felt like I'm going to fall into a deep sleep again. All I did was turning my head at the computer screen direction. The same shadow-shaped thing looked at me through its red and yellow glowing eyes. It smiled widely at me. Everything got fuzzy in my eyes. All I saw was nothing more but a girl. With a grin, I knew, one, it wasn't his fault. No one believed us, and no one will. The glitch, a game glitch of Amnesia, is the one who hypnotizes us to I can't tell what happened, but we all know that soon we all meet the same death.